It is me, Sonia.elsie. Just kidding. Hey guys, it's Sonia.elsie. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing just like a chit chat, get ready with me. Before we get started, I know my makeup videos are very unpopular on this channel because my makeup skills are not the best and a lot of people like to call me out on that. So before we get started, yes, I know I'm not super good at makeup and sometimes I fuck up and sometimes the colors that I use don't perfectly match my skin. If you would like to leave some constructive criticism, that would be great, but if you want to leave a comment telling me that I'm a fat, ugly Asian, I will probably just delete it, so thank you. Anyways guys, I'm just going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, and there are some topics that you guys gave me on Instagram in a post a really long time ago, and if I run out of stuff to talk about, I'll just kind of go on there, but I'm going to be talking about my life, talking about these products, you know, it's going to be a long video, so if you want to, you know, put this in the background of you cleaning your room, put this in the background of you, like, doing your own makeup, or just, like, you know, get some snacks, pause this video, get some snacks, get some water, get some juice, like, this is probably going to be a long video because I'm just going to be talking and then, like, I'm not going to edit a lot of my talking out because some people like these long videos. So yeah, and I also want to start this video off with no makeup because I feel like, and I am also guilty of this, sometimes, like, of course if you're a beauty guru and you're showing a look, like in the beginning they'll like, you know, they'll be showing the look that they're doing and then talking that way, and then they'll say something like, oh, don't be afraid of my face because I'm not wearing makeup and I'm like so ugly, and I don't really want to teach other girls or boys who wear makeup that you are ugly without makeup, because you're not. And this is how my face looks like. If you have a problem with that, then, you know, who cares? I feel like everyone should feel confident with or without makeup, and makeup shouldn't be like some kind of, I don't know, just some kind of cover-up. Like, I wear makeup because it's fun. I'm okay showing you guys my face without makeup, and yeah, you shouldn't feel ugly without makeup. So this is just how my face looks. It's life. So I have this really shitty mirror here that I bought at Daiso. Honestly, if you guys have never heard of Daiso, it's a Japanese dollar store and it's so lit. But the first product I'm going to be using is the Wet n Wild Coverall, what's it called? Concealer stick. Okay, that's what it's called. And I've already moisturized my face and I've already put in my contacts and I've already brushed my hair. If my hair looks kind of like, it's because I just washed my hair and it's like, it's really poofy. I don't know why that happens, but I just put this, you know, kind of on the red spots, and this stick is like $2. Don't really want to spend a lot on concealer. But yeah, I don't really spend a lot of money on makeup in general. There are a few things that I will spend money on. For example, eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to be using my favorite one, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar one, in a sec. But yeah, I just kind of, you know, I got some little bit of pimple up here, gonna put some on that, like, you know, it's just really fun. So the next thing that I'm going to do is put foundation on my face, and I'm using a mixture of the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat and the Wet n Wild Coverall foundation, and this foundation is a little bit too light for my skin, I realize. I don't know if I just got darker or what, because it used to match me, but it no longer matches me. So I'm mixing it with this because I feel like it makes kind of like a good color. And also, this foundation I'm not a huge fan of. It kind of makes my face really greasy, but when I combine it with this, it's like not as greasy. So I would definitely not purchase this again, but I definitely wanted to try it. And I think a few other people in my haul, they commented like, that was the worst foundation I've ever used. And honestly, for coverage, it's good, but like for grease factor, it's not. Maybe if you have really dry skin, the grease will just kind of like, come into your skin. Like, oh, how nice. Make it all nice. But definitely, whoa, I just squeezed way too much foundation out. I usually, I'll put it on the back of like a makeup thing, but wow, okay, way too much foundation. Retweet if you cry every time. And I'm going to use just a random beauty blender that I got from the dollar store. I don't actually like dampening my beauty blenders. Is that like a bad thing? I don't know. And it always takes me forever to put on my foundation just because I'm dabbing it. Dabbing takes a lot. Just kidding. Dabbing takes a lot longer than like if I were to use a brush or something, but when I use a brush, I feel like there's always just streaky marks. Okay, y'all, we're going to the first question from this Instagram post that I made because I'm running out of things to talk about already. Someone said, how do you balance work and school and attempt to maintain a social life? All of my friends are going out and I'm desperately wanting to join them, but I'm just so exhausted from work, but your girl needs the money. Honestly, I feel that a lot, and I truly honestly do not really have any kind of social life, at least in Bellingham. I'm moving to Los Angeles really soon, in about 13 days, I think, and I'm going to be staying with my friends. And yeah, I don't really have any friends in Bellingham. I think I have about 2, and I don't really hang out with them that much because they have work and school, and I'm not like super close with them. So like all of my close friends I feel like live in Los Angeles, like, you know, Stella. Everyone always asks like, are you and Stella still friends? Yes, we are still friends. We live in different states, so it's hard to, you know, be in each other's vlogs and stuff. But yes, I'm just kind of like, there's no technique to this, I'm just kind of rubbing foundation everywhere. But yeah, so me and Stella are still friends, and I think it's just good to like, you know, you have to really plan out your life when you do have a lot of things like that. You can't just be super spontaneous as much when you do have a full-time job. So I would say to get a planner and just start, oh my god, then I don't know if that's the right skin color, but you know, it's gonna have to work today. But yeah, I would say that you should get a planner and just start, you know, planning out your life, because when you do have free time, like you can't be working 24/7. I mean, it may feel like you're working 24/7, but you are not legally allowed to work 24/7, hopefully. And the time that you do have, you really do need to plan. So yeah, what really helps me when I'm in school and I also want to be hanging out with people, if I do have people that want to hang out with me, is just to have a planner and just write down literally every single little thing, write down a to-do list. Like, just being more organized helps me really manage my time, because otherwise, like, if I don't really have a plan, I'll come home, I'll like sit on my computer for 2 hours and do nothing, even if I have like a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, it's important to just, you know, plan out your life, plan out the things you want to do, plan, just planning. And a lot of times you do have to sacrifice that time with your friends to make money. I mean, that's just life. I can't hang out with people all the time. No one really has free time 24/7. I mean, there might be a few people, but no one really has free time 24/7, so sometimes you do, I don't know, it's just kind of like, what is it? It's just kind of a balance you have to do. Like, do I want more money? Do I want more time with my friends? Do I want more time with my family? Like, whatever. Oh my god, I kind of look like an alien. What a good look, Sonia. I feel like this lighting is kind of making my skin look a lot weirder than it actually looks, because in the mirror it like matches, but like, I don't even know. You guys have this struggle where your skin color is like kind of interesting and you don't really know like what it even is. You don't really know what foundation to buy. Like, you go to Sephora, they match your foundation color as like the wrong one. You're just like, wow, I really wanted the correct foundation, but it's fine. So yeah, let's move on to another Instagram question. Someone said, is it dumb to spend extra money to go to a college I really like, or should I just be kind of sad for 4 years and go to the cheaper route? Okay, I would say no. You should spend the extra money if you want to go to college and that college is something that you really like. Settling for less is just like a big no-no in my life. I never settle for the less, whether that's in a relationship, for friendships, for just anything. Like, I refuse to settle. Like, I will compromise, but I'm not going to settle for less. So I would say if you want to, it's your money. I mean, if you do want to save money, then you can go to the lesser one, but I really think that you should go to the more expensive one if you really want to go there, because like, I don't know, you're paying for the experience as well. Like, you're paying, I don't know, I really feel like you should go to the more expensive one if you really want to. If it's not something you really want to do, then don't do it, but don't settle for less. Like, literally just don't settle for less. And I guess this is kind of an interesting question for me, because I kind of went to the cheaper school and I honestly didn't even really want to go to college, so I was just kind of like wasting money at community college. But yeah, so at least I'm getting my 2-year degree, so that's lit. But yeah, if it's really what you want to do, literally go for it. Like, money is just, it's just kind of a concept, you know? And after those 4 years, you'll definitely really regret it if you went to the college that you didn't really want to go to, because like, I don't know, you'll have wasted those 4 years. You'll always wonder, like, what if I went to the other college? Would my job be better? Would my experience be better? Would I have more friends? Like, go for it, girl. Okay, next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the NYX no filter powder. Honestly, I feel like this is a using it products I hate video. Like, I honestly don't really like this powder. Look at how fucking yellow it shows up on the camera. It is not that yellow in real life, but it shows up so fucking yellow. And I bought it because I really like NYX's products, a lot of them, but I guess this one is just like, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna use it up until I'm done with it. But it just has a really weird smell, and I feel like it doesn't do that good of a job. So if you guys have any powder recommendations and foundation recommendations, let me know. But yeah, I'm just using it up so that, you know, I don't really like wasting products. Wow, my face is just turning yellow. It's like fine. But I don't really like to waste products, so I always try and like use up things even if I don't like them. But yeah. And I'm using a Wet n Wild brush. These are awesome because they're advertised as vegan also. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm pretty sure everything is cruelty-free in this Get Ready With Me video, so don't worry. If you're looking for new products or products to avoid, they're all cruelty-free, so it's fucking lit. But yeah, I love the feeling of just like brushing my skin. It's so relaxing. It's like ASMR. Someone said talk about how you deal with anxiety / depression. I don't think that I deal with anxiety or depression. The only kind of anxiety maybe I get is that sometimes I think that I have like an illness. Like, I got into a car accident a couple days ago and I hit my head pretty hard and I'm like fine, like it was totally fine, but I convinced myself, I don't know if I had a minor concussion or not, but I convinced myself that I had a concussion, and that made me like freak out. Like, I was getting lightheaded because I was like just thinking that I had a concussion, and I was just like literally just freaking out. My heart was like beating so hard, but I have no idea what I had. I didn't end up going to a doctor, even though a lot of people told me I should. But yeah, I didn't end up going to a doctor. I just convinced myself that I had like a concussion, and that freaked me out. And I also convinced myself that I have like, I've convinced myself that I'm pregnant. I convinced myself literally that I had lung cancer one time. I have no idea how I did that, but like, don't self-diagnose anything, otherwise you may end up with that. But yeah, I've never dealt with like depression. I feel like I've been sad, you know, after a breakup or like someone, you're just having a bad day. Like, I've been sad, but I definitely would not say that it's depression. I've never been like diagnosed with depression. I don't think that I have any symptoms of depression. So yeah, I'm sorry if that's not a helpful answer, but yeah, I don't deal with that stuff, so I'm very sorry. There's my friend. She is so amazing. I found her on YouTube and I commented on one of her videos, and she was like, oh my god, Sonia, like, I can't believe you watch me because I watch you. I was like, what? Like, I'm so shocked. But her name's Hitomi and she's so cute, and she made a video that was like really good, and I watched it, and it was called like talking about depression while being depressed. It was just like really good. So if you're looking for advice on that, I would say like go check out her video. I'll link it down below if I remember. If I forget, please leave a comment telling me to link it because I always forget to do stuff like that. The next thing I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer, and literally the words on it wore off. Ooh. ASMR. But I'm going to be just using this random kind of big brush and kind of just doing it there. I don't really do any kind of contouring. I mean, this is the most contouring that I do just because, I don't know, I feel like I'm not very good at it. Like, I don't really, the look is kind of too much for me, and it looks like too much work to do just like as an everyday makeup routine. So I just kind of do a little bit on the cheeks, just kind of, you know, a slight little contour, but not too much, you know. Someone commented on this. I made a mini vegan wrap and I thought that I'd share it. Tofu is my go-to, yeah, soy is my boy. Got almond milk and I don't want anything else. Got hundreds of bananas stocked up on my shelves. Vegan by choice, and I stand up for those without a voice. Drops mic. Honestly, beautiful. Just thought I would share with you guys. It's really funny. Guys that are super sweet, then once they get what they want, they act completely different and make it feel like your fault. Okay, this is definitely a case of boys using you. A lot of the times I feel like, not necessarily only boys, but boys and girls, people will try and take advantage of other people just to get what they want, whether it's sex, whether it's someone to just talk to for a little bit, whether it's just nudes, whatever. And that is honestly really manipulative behavior. So if you do encounter a guy who is really nice to you, but then like you do something with them, either you have sex, you send them a picture, you like, maybe you don't agree with everything that they say, I don't know, whatever happens, if they start acting super weird, then just know that they're trying to be manipulative, and you should honestly just cut them the fuck out of your life. That is not okay. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. Ooh, it's like pretty subtle. I feel like sometimes I feel like I just do it too much, but this looks more subtle. How fresh. So next I'm going to be doing a highlighter, and this is the Physicians Formula highlighter. Honestly, this is not that good. Wow, I'm talking shit about so many products. I'm so sorry. Like, I need to just find some products that are good. But I really liked this at first, and someone recommended it in a vlog. I can't remember who, but it was some beauty vlogger, and she recommended it, and I was like, okay, cool, that's a cruelty-free brand, like, I'll check it out. And at first, it was like the best highlighter of my entire life. It was just like so sparkly and so amazing, and like it was just beautiful, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best highlighter of my entire life. Like, I raved about it on YouNow. I was like, oh my god, this highlighter is so lit. And then after a couple weeks, it just, like, it wasn't as good. It's like dull now. I feel like it's dried out or whatever, so I'm just using it up, and then I'm going to be doing another highlighter on top of this just because this is not giving me the look that I'm trying to go for, you know? Someone commented summer plans / travel plans maybe. I don't really have any summer plans besides VidCon. I'm kind of spontaneous, at least with my travels, when I don't have like a lot going on. I remember when I went to Paris like a couple weeks before, I was just like, yeah, I'll go to Paris with you, Stella, like let's do that. So that was kind of spontaneous, but yeah, I'm going to VidCon, which is going to be really exciting. So if any of you guys are going to VidCon, hit me up. Like, I don't know, if you see me, please say hi because I love meeting you guys. I met a lot of you guys actually at the last VidCon. I was really surprised that people like even recognized me. I was like, oh my god, are you serious? So that was really exciting. So if any of you guys see me, please say hi. I'm a little bit socially awkward, but I feel like I'm not too socially awkward. I try to be really nice to everyone. Like, we have a nice conversation. We can talk about anything. You can ask me some cues. Like, it's just super lit. So yeah, if you see me, please say hi. I'm not scary. Yeah, honestly, it probably makes my day more when I meet you guys than when you guys meet me, because I'm like so excited. I'm like, oh my god, people want to meet me. This is the weirdest thing ever. I can't believe that people actually want to meet me. It's just very exciting. So yeah, please say hi if you see me at VidCon. And the next travel plan that I have is that I'm going to China in September. Really random. So my dad actually studied Chinese in college, and he went to China to study that, and then he went to Taiwan to teach English, and that's why I'm half Taiwanese. So yeah, so we're gonna go to China for my dad's like college reunion, and ooh, gotta get my little baby hairs out of the way. But yeah, we're going to my dad's old college for a reunion or meeting up with the people. I'm not completely sure what we're doing, but it's gonna be cool. I don't really know like what I'm even gonna eat there. If you guys have ever been to China, been vegan in China, please give me some tips. I'll probably search for some like China what I eat in days. But I'm going to be, I think, in the Hong Kong area. I'm not completely sure. So that'll be really fun. The vlogs are gonna be so awesome from that. I'm just like really, really excited, and yeah, it'll be cool to just like travel with my family because I don't get to travel with them a huge amount. My dad has a full-time job, and it just makes it hard to, you know, do fun stuff. So yeah, ooh, that side is like blinding. This side I don't really know what's going on. So, gotta make that side blinding too. If this side is blinding, we need the other side to be blinding. But I'm using the ColourPop highlighter. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's called Stole the Show. I don't know. Stella gave it to me. And I have to use my finger because it's so creamy. If you use it on a brush, it just kind of like, it gets chunky. So it's like a cream consistency, and you just, you know, kind of rub it in. I don't know. I love highlight. I feel like it's probably my favorite part of makeup, just to have like that blinding highlight. It just looks so good. I don't know. That might just be me. Maybe some people don't like lots of highlight, but oh girl. Oh girl. There we go. There we go. Then I'm just gonna take this brush and kind of like blend it out a little bit, you know? Fix it a teeny bit. Oh, I almost forgot to do my nose highlight. Oh my gosh, I love doing nose highlight. I feel like it looks so good. I also do this with my finger. Super professional, you know? Okay. Okay. Ooh, bitch. There we go. I don't know, I love nose highlight. I feel like it just looks so cute. But how to find what bikini suits your body. Honestly, I feel like any bikini can suit anybody, but it's all about like how confident you feel in it. So I would say just, you know, go to Forever 21, go to H&M, or go to like Target or something and try on just a bunch of swimsuits, because sometimes online on the model you're like, oh my god, that swimsuit looks so good, like I really just need that swimsuit. And then you try it on, you're like, wow, this fits me weird, like I don't feel confident in this. And I feel like, I don't know, if you don't feel confident in something, you just kind of, you act weird in it, you know? You're just kind of like I don't really like how this looks on me. You just act less confident, so you just really need to like find a swimsuit that you like and find a swimsuit that you feel confident in. I don't know, it's different for every person. So yeah, I'd say just go to Target, go to Forever 21, try on a bunch of different ones. Even ones that you think like you'd never wear. You never know. There's a bunch that I've gotten from like Zaful and stuff that I'm like, I would honestly never wear this. And then I try it on, I'm like, oh, this actually looks really good on me. So you never know until you try it. So next, because I do everything in a terrible order, I'm going to be doing my lip color. And I'm going to be doing the NYX Lingerie Lip Ruffle Trim. This is the color that I always wear basically, or this gray one, which is Honeymoon. Yeah, I always wear this color, so if you guys are like, what is even that color she's wearing? It's most likely this color because I just love it so much. So let's do that. Ooh, I just love it so much. And I love the NYX lingerie lips because they're just like, I don't know, they're the perfect amount of like dry but also not too dry. I have a problem with ColourPop. They just like, they dry out your lips so much, just so much. I hate it. So this doesn't really dry out your lips. It just feels like, how nice, how lovely. Are you going to be in a long distance relationship with your BF when you move to LA? Nope, I am not. Tips on eating vegan while traveling. That is a good question. First of all, I would say that a lot of people don't know this, but in checked bags, you can bring like basically anything. The liquid restriction is usually only for like carry-on bags, so just make sure with your airline it might be different, but in my experience I've been able to bring like basically whatever I want in a checked bag. So if you're worried about having food, if you know that your hotel is gonna have like a microwave or hot water thing, I would say just like bring little things like that. If you're going to a hotel or something, I would call and ask like if they have vegan options, like if they're continental breakfast or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, I'd just say like do your research. If you're traveling to somewhere weird, like how I'm traveling to, I mean, it's not weird, but if you're traveling somewhere like foreign, different from what you're used to, look up like vegan what I eat in a day in certain places and just see like what people are eating, what are they buying, because there are so many vegan what I eat in a days out there, just so many. I would probably say thousands, if not hundreds or thousands of what I eat in a days, and there will definitely be one for the area that you're going to, unless it's like North Korea. There might not be some for North Korea, but if you are going to just like, I don't know, Mexico, if you're going to just somewhere foreign, look up what I eat in a days, do some research on the vegan food there. Usually if you do a quick Google search, there are a lot of different articles that talk about eating vegan in different places or eating vegan at different restaurants. The other day I was going to a restaurant with a bunch of people that I'd just been in a drama production with, and so we were like, oh, it's the last show, like we should get something to eat afterwards. And so we went to this restaurant called Sherry's, and I was like so stressed because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to eat anything here. This is a pie and like meat place, but I googled vegan at Sherry's and there was like a veggie burger option, and I was like so pumped, and it was super good. I was really surprised. So I ordered that without cheese, and yeah, I had a vegan option. I got to eat food with everyone else because I was originally just gonna order like a single avocado. But yeah, they had a vegan option there, which was really exciting. So yeah, I had that. So yeah, I'd say just use the internet to your advantage, or yeah, I feel like the internet has just a lot of answers. It can help you a lot if you're looking for vegan options, or if you, I don't know, if you just need some help. The internet has a lot of voices, a lot of people that are willing to help, that have stuff to say, that have blogs or things all about veganism. So yeah. How to figure out what you want to do in life, someone asked me. That is really hard. I'm 19 years old. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with my life. I do know that I do have a dream, and I would say that you should follow your dream. If I wanted to, I was thinking about this. I used to work at a grocery store, and a lot of the people there were my age, but a lot of the people were like, you know, my parents' age. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that if you want to work at a grocery store at a certain place. Like, for a lot of these people had worked there for like 20, like 30 years, just really long amounts of time they had worked at this place. And like, if you enjoy working there, that's really awesome. But the thing was that these people did not seem happy. They were constantly complaining, constantly negative. I remember I would smile at a lot of these coworkers every single day that I saw them. Every single day I would walk past them, I would smile, or I'd ask them how they were doing. No response, no smile whatsoever. Like, you could tell that they were just super unhappy with their job. And there was this one guy in particular who was like, I'm sorry you guys, I'm going off on a tangent, but I feel like that's just me. I'm just kind of a going off on a tangent person. There was this one guy, and I was about to say his real name. Let's give him a name. Let's give him a name of Tom. So Tom was, he was a checker, and he was a checker at another store, and that store closed down, so he came to our store. And he was always really nice to me, always said hello, always asked how I was doing. He was just like a really positive, like happy person. I thought he was really awesome. I'd always talk to him. I'd say that he was about, I don't know, like between 55 and like 60, like early 60s, I'm not completely sure. But I remember one time my dad, who is a police officer, walked through my line that I was bagging in because he likes to check up on me, like he was just getting a snack and he was saying like, oh, hello, what's up? And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And so I was bagging for that one checker, Tom, and Tom just got so excited. Like, he was so happy. He was like, oh my gosh, you're a police officer, and like, this is your daughter. Wow, that's so cool. And he was asking my dad a million different questions about police work and about all of that stuff. And so my dad was answering them, and then the guy was saying, like, just telling my dad kind of like the story of how he used to want to really be a police officer, and he just never really, I think he had some problem with passing one of the tests, because in order to become a police officer, you do need to pass a lot of different tests because it's a pretty intense job. You can't be letting crazy people become a police officer. Not saying that there aren't crazy police officers, but, you know, you can't let crazy people become police officers. So there was like, there's a lot of tests that you have to go through. There's like a polygraph, you have to like admit basically everything you've ever done, and like you have to go through a physical test, and you have to go through a written test. It's a huge process to become a police officer. And so he was talking about how he had, you know, some kind of problem becoming a police officer, but he had always wanted to be a police officer. And the way that his eyes like lit up when he saw my dad and was talking about how he used to be, he was in a program, I think, that was similar to the program that I'm in. It's like Police Explorers, but it was something with, I think, Border Patrol or something. So he was talking about how he was in that program and like how happy he was. And then what made me sad was just like seeing that he didn't really get to live out his dream. And I can't remember exactly what his problem was, like what the problem with becoming a police officer was for him. I just remember it was really minor. Like, he could have, if he had just retested, like, he could have probably become a police officer, but he never did that. He settled for working at a grocery store, and he settled for being a checker for, like, I think something crazy, like 20 or 30 years he was a checker. And I don't know, that just made me so sad, because even though he was so happy and he did really enjoy his job, I could see that it wasn't what he had wanted to do. It wasn't like really what he had planned to do, and it wasn't his dream. So I would say that you should follow your dream no matter how crazy it is. My dream is definitely really crazy, and I'm following it, even though if I do fail, at least I'll know that I failed and I tried as hard as I could. Like, if I had decided not to move out to LA and just, you know, stay in Bellingham and work at a grocery store the rest of my life, or like work at some fast food place the rest of my life. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because I worked at a grocery store for so long, but it wasn't my dream. It was just a way for me to get money, to get my first car, to pay for insurance, to pay for gas. Like, it was not what I would like to doing. It wasn't what I enjoyed doing. And yeah, I would say just follow your dream. That sounds so fucking cheesy, but you just need to follow your dream. Like, it's so important to be happy with what you're doing. It's so important to be happy with your life and to take risks and just to do things that you thought that you'd never do, and just follow a crazy dream you have, because you literally never know where life is going to take you. I have no idea. A month from now, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. Like, there's a small kind of idea that I have, but I don't really know where my life is going to be, I have no idea. I'm just going to be in LA, like, I don't even really know what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, but anyways, sorry for the long story, but I saw so many people who were so unhappy with their jobs, and there was this one, also another lady who was in floral. I don't know why I remember that, but I remember she was just constantly so negative, not only to me, but to customers, and I was always really nice to her. I never, like, was rude to her because of that, and I could tell that she, like, inherently was a good person, but she was just so unhappy with her job. It was constantly complaining about the pay, constantly complaining about the hours, constantly complaining about it. But she had been there for like 15 years or something crazy, and you can just tell that she had other dreams and she never, I don't know if she underestimated herself or what, but you gotta follow your dream. No matter how crazy it is, you gotta follow it, okay? Someone said, have you been working out / going to the gym lately? What's your routine been like? I was kind of going to the gym for a little bit, and then I just kind of got not very motivated. I usually just do, if I do go to the gym, I'll do like cardio for like, usually like an hour of cardio. I don't know, cardio is something that I'm really used to doing because I was in the cross-country team like all through middle and high school, so I'm used to doing cardio, I'm used to doing all that, but definitely I'm not as in shape as I used to be. I kind of just took a break from all of that, like, I don't know, it's just a little too intense for me, but yeah, so I really enjoy cardio. I feel like it just works out like your legs and like your stomach, and I don't know, sometimes I'll do the bicycle thing for half an hour and then like the treadmill for another half hour, and sometimes I'll do arm workouts, not really that often because your girl is not very good at arm workouts, but yeah. And I forgot to explain what I've been using. So I use Triple Fudge on my eyebrows in the Chocolate Bar palette, and then I use Marzipan on here, and then I'm going to be just using Semi-Sweet on here. I'm not the best at eyeshadow blending, so if you could please leave a rude comment about how terrible my eyeshadow skills are, that would be great. Because, you know, it's just great. But I'm using the Wet n Wild brush, and this brush is just, it's so nice. I love it. I don't know, it's just like really soft, and I got it at the dollar store for $1. $1? Girl, $1? Someone said, Instagram models and your opinions on them. Honestly, I don't really know what qualifies as an Instagram model. Like, is that just someone who posts like cool IGs and stuff? I don't really know. I don't really care what other people do. If you're happy and successful and like doing all that stuff, like that's awesome. I don't know. I feel like this person probably expected me to say like, oh fuck Instagram models, they're so fake. No, like I think that Instagram models are cool. I don't really know exactly what an Instagram model is, but you know, you're strutting your stuff, you're confident, you're grinding. Like I am so proud of you. Okay, I'm just gonna be blending this out a little bit more. Blending out the haters. Blending away the haters. Okay, so next I'm going to be doing the NYX Matte Finish Spray, and I'm not really sure if this even works, but I use it somehow. I bought it because someone really recommended it to me. They were like, oh my gosh, you need this, and I'm not completely sure. I just feel like I'm spraying like alcohol in my face. I don't know if it's actually doing anything, but you know, let's just go for it. I always close my eyes so tight because I'm like, getting water in my face. There we go. So just gonna let that dry a little bit. Really fun. Maybe I'll answer some questions while I wait for it to dry. Someone just said, talk about art. That's a really hard one. There's so many different types of art. This is random, but I was in a restaurant yesterday and I was just appreciating all of the art that was hung up because it's like a local restaurant. It's called Leaf and Ladle, and they sell people's art there. But then I was also thinking about how I'd love to like support these artists and like buy all of their stuff. I don't have room for like art in my life. Like I don't have room to buy like paintings, I guess. I'm not saying that art is only paintings, but like I don't have room in my life to purchase all these paintings and hang them all up in my house. Like especially when I'm moving and stuff, I don't have any room to like take that with me, and I wish that I could. But I do really like tapestries as well. Look at this tapestry, so lovely. And I would say that that's art as well because it's like cloth and you just can kind of take it everywhere, and it could be, you can use it as a blanket, you can use it as a wall decoration, you can use it as like, I don't even know, you can just use it for whatever you want it to because it's just so like versatile. It still hasn't dried yet. I feel it. It's so moist on my skin. Okay y'all, I think this is dried. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna do my eyeliner and my eyelashes because for some reason, even if this is on you now or like when I'm filming, for some reason when I'm filming I get so nervous to do that and I always fuck it up. I always fuck up my eyeliner or my eyelashes. So I'm gonna do those and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like afterwards. And the eyeliner that I'm going to be using is the Essence waterproof eyeliner pen. It's really lit. I love it. And I don't know, it's definitely not waterproof, but I still really like the pen. And the eyelashes I'm going to be using, I believe, are just the Wet n Wild whatever ones that I got from the dollar store. Like whatever's available, I'll use it. So yeah, see ya in like 2 seconds. Okay guys, so this is what I have so far. I just did my eyeliner and I put on some subtle fake lashes, but I think that the last thing I'm going to do is just kind of fix my eyebrows. I noticed that this one's like a lot darker than the other one, so I just thought that I would like fix that a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like fake lashes literally make me go from like a 2 to like a 10. But I love fake lashes. They're so much fun because I don't really want to get eyelash extensions. I feel like that's kind of like a big investment in my life. So yeah, just getting that final touch. The annoying thing is that my eyebrows are different shaped, so it's really hard to like make them look exactly perfect, but you know, that's life. That's life. Sometimes your eyebrows just don't look perfect and it's totally fine. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed chatting with you. This video is like 40 minutes long unedited, so this might be kind of a long video. I hope you guys don't mind. Let me know if you like long videos. If for some reason you watch until the end, comment #makeupgang. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!